Howard Stern, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle.
Pull up.
As Metro's Mercury grade approaches, I shall create the illest podcaster known to mankind.
But Master, what are you going to do?
Howard Stern, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle.
Why Dave Chappelle?
'Cause he's a funny motherfucker. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Because he has money, you fucking dickhead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I'm very sorry.
The heart of India. The strength of a black man. And the pride of a Spaniard. I present to you MyT. It's alive.
He's walking, Master. He's walking.
MyT Sports.
Here we go. Afternoon, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your homie, your one and only, your big homie, Dollar Dolmar Taylor, a.k.a. the Brooklyn Buster. Yo, it's another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. It is March 12th. They told me we could have highs of 85, lows of like 71, some shit like that. Looking outside, you know what I mean? Staring at my window, it's about that time for me to drop a podcast and hit that line, right? I see nothing but blue skies. I see a few clouds. I was out there earlier. I'm talking about there was a nice little breeze out in the area. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you, that the sun was shining and the weather was sweet. It's one of those days that make you want to move your hot take feet. We're gonna drop some takes for you today. Yo, we got a bunch of shit on the block. We got a bunch of shit left for you today, right? Yo, we already talked about Pepe Le Pew, right? I know it's Freaky Friday. And I know you're like, yo, yo, get into that Pepe for me one time. You're like, fuck the Pepe. I'm wilding right now. Yo, because you know what? I think I'm gonna be alone today. I think for once in a very, I know, right? You know how y'all feel about that? I feel for once in a very long time I may actually be alone today. So you just gonna get me, you know what I mean? Well, what's that? Oh, a la carte and shit. You know what I mean? No Quiet Storm KJ. You know what I mean? No 21 Mark Salute. No, none of that shit, right? Like I see KJ. I may have spoken too soon. You know, look like I don't got KJ in the actual studio, in the booth with me. Look like KJ is calling up. Yo, Quiet Storm, say what's up to the people.
Man, I'll be there soon. It's Freaky Friday. I need my gin. I need my gin and juice.
You got gin here though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not stopping. No. I got some business to take care of first. And the thing is, they were saying, oh, they gotta link me at 1, but it's on the way to the crib. That's why I was trying to text you, like, if you could hold up a little bit.
Oh shit.
I was trying to tell you to hold up because I need my drinking. Lord have mercy. One is Friday for one. Two, I just need it. It's one of those days. It's one of those days where I was like, I need a
well, you know what? I'll take a sip of this lemonade until you get here.
Jesus.
I got a nice little Jake on it. So listen, right? We got LaMelo and Golden State talk to get into. We got We got Jimmy G trending. I will make sure I put that out there properly. We got Jimmy G trending.
Jimmy G is trending?
Yes.
I need the Jimmy drop. I need the Jimmy drop.
Oh, we got.
I need the Jimmy drop.
I got you. You know the Jimmy drop is coming.
We got the J, the I, the M, the N, the Y, the J, the I, the M, that Jimmy.
We got the Knicks falling back to 500. We got KJ wanting to bring up some interesting shit in the NCAA. You're following this a whole lot closer than I am, so I'm gonna leave that up in the air for you. We got some people getting their money. We got some people. We got some people getting dropped from their team, and we got some people returning. We got a whole lot and more to get to on the podcast today. But you know what we say? Regardless of the time.
Take that.
And regardless of the weather, yo, coach, help me out.
You play to win the game. Hello?
Unless you're Philly, right? It's always a good time to talk. We gonna let that shit go. To talk some sports. Let's stir this motherfucker the fuck out. So. Let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. Sounds keep coming in and out. Sounds keep coming in and out. Let's see if I can see any loose connections anywhere that I'm unaware of. Alright. That's the case. I don't know. Can you hear me, KJ? You know, let's go ahead and give the Podbean line a quick refresh before we get started again, and let's see if this gets everybody squared away. Alrighty. So let's get into the first topic of the day, as we like to do.
First of all,
First things first.
You know we got that Knicks talk. You know we stay with that Knicks talk, and
The Knicks talk.
there we go. So the New York Knicks, the All-Star break is finally over. The New York Knicks has returned to basketball games, as the majority has the league done by now, right? I don't think there's too many teams that we have left that haven't played since the All-Star break. And trust me, if they haven't played already by Friday, we're gonna see them by this weekend. But the New York Knicks is one of those teams to play, and they played the Milwaukee Bucks, a Milwaukee Bucks team who the New York Knicks surprised the last time that they played. And I'm not going to say that they surprised the Milwaukee Bucks the last time they played. They surprised all of us. This was the first game, that the Milwaukee Bucks win was the first victory the New York Knicks got, that we said to ourselves, like, oh shit, we can't compete with some of these teams. I don't know if we can win, but at least we can't compete. I didn't expect to see a repeat now because of that. I didn't expect the Milwaukee Bucks to come out here and take us for granted again. I didn't think they was going to sleep on us. The Milwaukee Bucks did exactly what I thought they should have done, or they would do coming into this game. Jump on the Knicks early. Don't allow them any breathing room to come back. Like, fuck it. Don't think that you're going to come into here and you can turn it on late. Turn it on early and bury them early. Because what you can't do with this Knicks team, you can't try to turn it on late on them anymore. You better come with at least your B+ game, if not your A- game, from the first quarter to the fourth quarter. Because if you think that you're gonna play your A game in the fourth quarter, the last half, that may not be enough against this Knicks team.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. This Milwaukee Bucks team, right? They knew this. Like they knew this because we snuck by, and the New York.
Whooped the shit out of them.
Exactly. Yeah, whooped the shit out of them. Early though, it was early in the season. So you know, like this has been something that they have been really trying to, that probably has been sitting on their brain for a while. And I'm pretty sure they had this marked on their calendar, like, yo, we have to get this back. We can't fall 2 games to this team. But also, after Giannis just came off of what was an incredible All-Star weekend, right? We're talking about
Milwaukee, this is for you.
Yeah.
Every time we talk about Giannis now, that has to be dropped.
And you know what? I'm trying. I just couldn't find it.
It's an adjustment period. It's an adjustment period.
I really.
It's not every day you stumble across gold like that.
Because I don't know what I have it labeled under. So I'm not gonna lie. Since I got into this section, I have been looking. Milwaukee, this is for you. I've been looking for it this whole entire time. I don't know if I have it under. I definitely don't have it under Milwaukee, right? I don't have it under Giannis. Like I don't know. Like I was like I should have really labeled this a lot better. Like Bucks, this is for you. Like I don't know what I really don't know. And you know what's bad? I had this yesterday or last time we spoke.
Mm-hmm. Sure did. Dropped it about 4 or 5 times.
I did. And now I can't like. I'm like yo. I've looked under Milwaukee. I've looked under Giannis. I'm even looking under This Is For You, and nothing. So I don't know.
Sad story.
I don't know.
Saddest day of my life.
Now I don't know where this drop went to be honest with you. Like, but it's in here somewhere. And if you listen to the last podcast, Wednesday's podcast, then you definitely know that the drop that I'm talking about, it exists. We just no longer have access to it for some God-given reason. But that's not it. So after Giannis also came off of what was a brilliant All-Star game where he didn't miss any shots, right? You expected him to have some kind of high coming into this game, right? So you add on the All-Star game, which a lot of players will tell you sometimes it's like playing in the Olympics. You come back a little bit more focused when you're an All-Star or when you're one of those guys. So you come back from him playing one of those games, and then you also top that with the fact that they took a loss to us. Then yeah, I did not see this going well for the Knicks, and it 100% didn't. It didn't go well for the Knicks. The New York Knicks got their ass spanked from rooter to the tutor. Basically, that's from bell to whistle, guys. For those that are wondering, if I say they got their ass whipped from rooter to the tutor, that is basically from bell to whistle. New York Knicks lost that game 134-101. R.J. Barrett ended up leading all New York Knicks scored with 22 points. Julius Randle struggled big time as he went
Struggle.
We're talking about 3 for 12 with 5 turnovers kind of struggle.
Woo! No bueno. No bueno, papi. No bueno.
Not at all. Like, but they'll get it figured out. Alright, I just had to get somebody off of from calling me like back like 1,000 times.
Jesus. We're on live, damn it.
For real. Like, so but that's what I did. This is somebody new. Like, so they're still unaware they're not fully aware of the schedule. Like, consciously of the schedule. Now, Obi Toppin had a decent game. I'm playing 19 minutes. He ended up putting in 10 points, 5 rebounds. Alex Burke again. I'm showing his shooting prowess. Added 17 points. Emmanuel quickly doing his dunk this will add 15 points. Alfred Payton, he held the offense hostage with 10 points, and everybody else kind of struggled.
Jesus, he held the offense hostage.
Listen, I am at the point right now that if it's Frank, a couple of people, if it's Frank Ntilikina or if it's Alfred Payton starting for the New York Knicks, they are holding the offense hostage. I'm sorry. That
is facts. They don't perform the way a high caliber point guard should be playing. It holds the whole team back.
And I know just say this when he has 10 points. For everybody that's the first time listening, obviously, right? I'm not just saying that because he has 10 points. There's been games where he has scored 20 points, and I still look at the game and I'm like, he held the offense hostage. Nobody cares about. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna make it real simple. If the coach is game planning, right? The opposing coach is game planning. They're game planning for Julius Randle, and I'm pretty sure at some point they're like, hey, if Alfred Payton beats us, Alfred Payton beats us. That's the game plan for Alfred Payton. Nobody cares about it. There's no attention. If he beats you, he beats you. But if Derrick
you just shake the nigga hand and you keep it pushing.
If Derrick Rose is beating you, then hey, you know what? Let's start collapsing. Let's start paying attention. If Emmanuel quickly started and he's beating you, let's start collapsing. Let's start paying attention. When Alfred Payton is beating you, that's part of the game plan for the opposing team. Bless you.
My bad.
Frank Ntilikina's back in the game. Played 15 minutes, 0 points. Took 3 shots. So the New York Knicks are looking at Terry Rozier. So actually, there's a couple of names the New York Knicks are looking after, right? We've talked about one of them beyond nausea, and that's Victor Oladipo. So I'm not gonna talk about Victor Oladipo today. I'm not even gonna bring him up outside of what I just did, right? But Terry Rozier is a name that is really, really, really gaining steam with the New York Knicks. I don't know if you've heard this, but Terry Rozier's name is really gaining steam. You know who else is gaining steam? A lot of steam? Alonzo, or whatever, how you even pronounce his name? Lonzo Ball. His name, the older ball boy, let's just put it that way, the first ball boy. His name is gaining steam with the New York Knicks. Now, way his name gain steam, I don't know if they may trade for him. Has the deadline passed? I know the deadline is really right around the corner. Unless it happened last night and I forgot about it. But I know the deadline is right around the corner. So if they don't trade for Ball, pay attention that the New York Knicks may go after Lonzo Ball in the offseason. This is a name that is consistently gaining steam. I'm hearing it. Put it this way: in every underground Knicks podcast I listen to, his name pops up weekly. Ever since trade rumors has happened. What's going on now? Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for always listening. I appreciate you.
The legendary Nat Sensei in the building on Freaky Friday.
Oh shit!
See, notice there's always one day Nat always comes through.
For real?
And it's Friday, right? Nat will always pop in on Freaky Friday. More than any other day.
I think Nat's starting to realize, wait a minute, I need to stop making it like, it's like shit. You know, it works on it, because you know what? On Friday she gets to work from home. You know what I mean? And see, she's actually answered my... That's how much in tune we are. So on Friday she got to work from home, so she's able to pop in on the podcast. And then, you know, Wednesday nights she sleeps, you know, because Sensei's like Sensei may be
up
younger.
early.
Sensei may be younger than me, but Sensei sleeps like an old woman. Like Sensei goes to bed like an abuela. Like
I believe it, because I'm on Instagram by 6 a.m. Nat's already at the state. Nat's already about to hop on the damn train.
Yeah. Like she's asleep before Matlock.
Real talk. Fuck you with that grandma shit. I'm dead.
Listen, you know what's funny, right? Because when Christy was here, right? Which is Natalie's cousin, right? It was her birthday the other day, so she actually came over, you know, like again. Big up. Happy birthday, Christy. And also, shit, I almost forgot. Happy birthday, Cha-Cha Charlie, right? And happy birthday, Lexi Gomez. These are two individuals that I have been privileged to be able to announce them coming to the ring for Platinum Pro Wrestling, who we are gonna have an event coming up in April. Stay tuned. We are going to be in Naples for 2 weekends. You don't wanna miss it. I got more coming. More and more and more and more. And since we live in South Florida, más y más y más y más y más.
Mucho flavor in your ear. Mucho grande flavor in your ear.
We love Miami. Right? So I want to say birthday shout out to Cha-Cha Charlie and Lexi Gomez. So Christy was over here, and I had another friend over here as well, and me and this friend was having a conversation about. She was pointing out how, for my age, how I didn't have any visible gray hairs. You know, it's cool. You know, I'm okay. But I do have two, right? And they're right in my beard. And nobody really knows. Nobody's ever gonna know. I don't know when you're gonna notice them. It's because it really is two. It's one on the right side and there's one on the left side, and it's one string each. So I asked. So Christy was here. When Christy was here yesterday, I go. You know, we're watching the boys or whatever. And I go to Christy. I'm like, Christy, hey, do I have any gray hairs? And she goes, no. I'm like, okay, there goes your answer. Shit, I got no gray hairs. Fuck. Like,
Boom.
what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm fucking 40. You can't see a gray hair on me.
You winning. You winning. That means you're not stressed.
Hey, listen. I listen. I could actually.
You sir, are winning.
You know what's funny? I can probably tell you each moment where each individual gray hair grew. One was with Jessica, one was with Nicole, one was with Melissa.
Lord have mercy. All right, DMX. Just about to spend the whole verse just listing women's names out here. You damn name dropper.
There was Brenda, Keisha, Felicia.
That was the biggest snitch. Look, niggas low-key really don't understand how big snitching that was. Like, X, you just gonna name drop all these women out here like this? What is this?
Listen, they're better people now.
The rap game can't appreciate this. No.
Yo, the rap game told me to.
None of my
What am I supposed to... Yo, they told me to drop names. Yo, met this girl named Renee from around the way that I met down in John Jay. Yo, he gave the whole story. While she's searching for updates, she dropped a basket of the Easy Rider. Now, they burn slower. I don't know you right now, but maybe later on I could get to know you. He told the whole scenario. He like, yo, she smoked weed. She a lawyer. He talked about her moms. He told which train she takes. He said she had a. Yo, come on now, stop it. Like this is what they told me to do. Like I know what I just did, what you're saying, but I didn't have any better examples growing up. I'm sorry. So right now my mouth is different than what my muscle memory actions are. And also they're like, this is the podcast. This is an intimate space. Like, hey, you know, this is where
it's a very, very special area.
You know,
I need what I need to do right now to hurry up so I can hurry up and get there. Because I need my gin, I need my weed. It's Friday.
Listen, what we do here is just between us. Nobody knows. Like this goes nowhere. So, oh shit. So, yeah, LaMelo Ball, not LaMelo Ball, but LiAngelo Ball.
I wish. LaMelo to the Knicks, speaking into existence.
Well, not LaMelo. We're talking about older ball boy.
I want LaMelo. Fuck him.
Now, remember something I had been talking about since the draft had happened? Since we're talking about the ball boys, right? Since the draft was taking place and we kind of figured out where every team was drafted last year, there's something I've been preaching. Or I've been saying should happen. And that was that LaMelo Ball should have went to Golden State. And I was thinking that full-heartedly. And prime example was because, hey, you get 2 Stephs in a sense, if that's the case, right? If he's what he's gonna be, you're gonna get 2 versions of a Steph, right? Not 2 Stephs, but 2 versions of a Steph, right? You can get 2 ball handlers, 2 shooters, 2 creators, and one of them's gonna be 6'7" and can play shooting guard, and you not miss a beat being underman or undersized. You know what I mean? You know, little shit like that. And my whole thing was always that you go with that because every time a team has said, hey, I don't want 2 of my stars, they fuck up. Now, is Golden State gonna fuck up? Time's gonna tell if Golden State gets another ring, you know, with this team or not. And if they don't, I'm gonna blame it on this flashpoint. Because I'm gonna stick here. I'm gonna plant my flag. That's where I'm planting my flag at. This draft with this flashpoint with LaMelo Ball. Well, a story came out recently, right? And before I get to that story that came out recently, the other guys that we've heard about this scenario happening to, right, has been Devin Booker with Jason Tatum. They didn't draft Jason Tatum to Phoenix because they didn't want 2 Devin Bookers. I'll say this again for everybody. If I am the star on that team, I am offended. Why the fuck wouldn't you want 2 me's? Do you know how much easier my life will be if there was a second me on this fucking team? So Phoenix did that with Jason Tatum and Devin Booker. But the most legendary one is the Portland Trail Blazers doing that with Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler. Say that they didn't want a second Clyde Drexler on that team. Again, why the fuck? And even Clyde was like, why wouldn't you? I wanted a second me out there. Like Clyde later on admitted in his life. Now, granted, in the moment he's like, nah, I'm the man, But then he's like, nah, I could have used a second me out there a lot. Because I could have used a second me to go against the Michael Jordans of the world. Instead, he had to go against Michael Jordan. So when I see this perfect storm happens now, right? I'm like, why would you pass this up? Every time we see this is a losing scenario. Well, now we hear that the Golden State Warriors, they told LaMelo Ball they were gonna draft him.
Ooh.
Yeah. That story came out. And it came out from somebody I do not doubt. Our favorite J&J's, Jalen and Jacoby. So you know Jalen Rose is dropping that shit off of Primetime, you know what I mean, on a podcast Nuggy. That shit is gospel. That he don't want to put it this way. Let me put it this way.
Jalen Rose is a national treasure.
Not only that,
protect him at all costs.
That too. And whatever's going on with him and his school needs to be watched. Well, that whole entire Fab Five needs to be watched, and they need to all get their role.
Facts. They need to be honored. The fact that a lot of people, when you say Fab Five, don't know what the fuck you're talking about, that's a bad thing.
Like, they basically were culture.
Dead ass though.
They were culture. like, yo, if anybody ever talk about we're gonna cancel Fab Five, but like, oh no, we're canceling you. They are culture. Like shit. But what was I saying? Shit. LaMelo Ball, Jalen. Oh, I got this from Jalen Rose. Now, I don't know, the reason why you may not have heard this on more major ESPN circuits and more like on their podcast is because if he puts it on their major circuits, he has to give up his 2 sources to ESPN. When he just drops it on his podcast as reckless news, he doesn't have to give up anything. It's the reason why you don't catch a lot of breaking news from Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose doesn't want to give up his sources. Just to let you know, behind the curtain shit. I really realize I consume a lot, don't I? I consume a lot of shit sometimes. But that's where I got that information from. So for anybody that's wondering, you know what I mean? Because you know I have friends that are gonna be like, hey, send me the article. I don't have articles for you, okay? I'm not in college. We're not about to do a research paper. I don't have no fucking articles for you. But I'm glad they were able to hook you up though, KJ. Nigga. Right? So keep an eye out between now and the off season. that. Oh my god, sorry, wrong topic. So now that I hear this, I get back upset again because now the question is starting to surface. Hey, why didn't you guys draft LaMelo Ball? And Golden State has been real hush-hush. Because, you know what I'm waiting for them to say? Well, we already had a Steph. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to be like, you have cursed yourself. You fucking losers. Oh, God. Like, I understand. Can you imagine, seriously? Because, tell me they couldn't have brought in Nelson Noel in there and got in production at the center position the way they wanted to. They could have gotten centers. And not to say that Wiseman is not balling. But what I'm saying that for now, the future and the seamless flow of this Golden State team would have been LaMelo Ball. You put Stephen Curry at 1, LaMelo Ball at 2, you get Klay Thompson at 3, you know what I mean? And then you do whatever you do with Draymond in the back end of the rest. Kelly Oubre if you want to at the 4, Draymond Green at the 5, if he still has it in him. Like, that still works. Or whoever you need.
Small.
Or that's when they go small, but you can still have brought a guy like Nelson Noel off the bench if you wanted to. You know what I mean? Let's say the Knicks didn't have him. They could have brought him in the offseason, but they knew they were drafting a little young center they wanted to maximize minutes to. So they could have gotten as much as Wiseman is balling and we like what he's doing, whatever. I still disagree with them not picking LaMelo Ball, and I think I will always disagree with them not picking LaMelo Ball because I think that would have been the seamless flow to continue with the dynasty that they are truly trying to build there. Like right now they're not really like right now they're like a mini dynasty. They're like the dynasty isn't quite complete. It's just still like the dynasty, the cement hasn't thickened or hardened on their dynasty yet. That shit is still wet cement. So somebody could still come in there and trample all over that shit, and it never looked like they paved a sidewalk all fucking day. So they still need a ring to me to cement this shit. Especially because that Kevin Durant shit, not for nothing. Like we understand that you won too, but that was a cheat code we like in there. Like for your legacy to kind of cement, and we understand that you've changed the game, Stephen Curry. I'm talking about for this Golden State Warriors dynasty, that it needs to cement with at least one more after Kevin Durant to fully let everybody know, like, hey, we have been the shit. It wasn't just KD. Remember we got this before him. But we'll see. Now, KJ, did you want to talk about your NCAA stuff right now?
No, you can go ahead.
All right.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
So a couple of other things happened in basketball today, right? PJ Tucker from the Houston Rockets, he's being let go. And he's going to be bought out or let go of his contract, and he's going to hit the market. PJ Tucker is one of those guys. He is going to get an eye from every contender. And I'm pretty sure he's going to nowhere but a contender.
Absolutely.
But he's going to get a guy from the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nets, again, the 76ers. Let's not forget them. You know who could use them? Milwaukee.
3-and-D.
I think they could use a little bit of his toughness in their locker room.
They definitely use the toughness.
And I don't know why I feel like that just to me, and this is just me, my opinion, right? Obviously. But I don't know why I feel like as I'm going through the names, I feel like he just kind of fits it. Because I was even like, go to Golden State. Like you'll feel probably well there too. But I'm trying to think like not just where you can go and obviously like you can help every contender win. But I'm trying to
because the obvious choice right now is Brooklyn for him.
Yeah.
The obvious choice.
To go team back up with Harden and get that shit finished off. You know what I mean? Finish what they started in Houston. But a part of me, I'm trying to think like, who can I know everybody can use you, but who can really need you the most out of all these contenders? And for some reason, I still think Milwaukee needs a little nasty to them. Like, are you sold on if Milwaukee and Philly goes up against each other? Are you taking Milwaukee?
I'm taking Philly.
Exactly.
This Embiid, this Simmons, and Doc.
You know what I've always said? Doc Rivers is the coach that LeBron James should have had for his career.
Lord have mercy, that would not be fair.
Like, not for nothing, Doc Rivers was the coach that he never had. That's like the great LeBron James, right? What? Why you gotta laugh?
I love how you make sure. I love how you make sure to go out your way to make sure you say the great LeBron James. I love it. I love it. The generous king, the great LeBron James.
So the great LeBron James has lacked one thing his whole entire career. That I think, like, so obviously the other greats that he gets compared to throughout history has had, and that is
Great
coaching stability at some point. And he never had that. And Doc Rivers probably should have been the coach that he had for 6 to 8 years. And
the closest to great coach he got was Spoelstra, and to be real, Spoelstra's not the coach that he was then, that he is now.
No, he built Solskjaer. Solskjaer built his reputation on these guys' back. Like, they were growing together. The LeBron James's legacy and Spoelstra's legacy starts at the same time. To me.
No, yeah, I feel you 100%.
Because that's when he got his first ring, and it was at that moment when LeBron James tried to fire Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley came to him and said, that's our coach. Once that happened, that set the foundation from then to right now in time and to the future while Eric Spoelstra is beating, because LeBron James is the biggest name in the game still to this day, and Eric Spoelstra cannot get fired for him for shit. And if that's the case there, everybody has to go there and fall in line like a private and basic.
Yep.
So, PJ Tucker, he's getting released. Also, I'm actually gonna do something we normally don't do, because we normally like to give a big up for this, but I would actually like to give a standing ovation for this one, and that is to one. That is to one Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert is returning finally. Remember, Karis LeVert was out from finding a mass on his left kidney. He was the player that was in Brooklyn, and when he got traded over to
Indiana,
there we go. Shit. When he got traded over to Indiana, like they found, he did his physical. They found a mass on his kidney, on his left kidney, so he hasn't played since then. Well, he has finally been cleared to play, and he will be playing this Saturday versus Phoenix. So we gave him a round of applause, but let's do what we normally do.
Big up.
On the return of Karis LeVert, because I just want to hear that good news. Now, most of you guys don't know who the fuck Karis LeVert is, and Karis LeVert don't mean shit on your radar. Most likely, Karis LeVert is unless you're a fan of the Pacers or the Brooklyn Nets, you have no clue who Karis LeVert is. Most likely, or you watched a skills tournament a couple years ago, maybe. That may be the only other place I think that he may have been noticeable. Maybe. So, let me move over from some basketball, right? And let's switch over to some football for a minute, right? And let's talk.
Hold on, B. Hold on, real quick. No, because that college basketball thing that I wanted to mention, I gotta get into now, because even just today there was something that went down. With
like North Carolina State is involved in that shit, right? Is it North Carolina State?
No, it's Duke. Okay, so either way, there was a game last night. It was supposed to take place between Duke and Florida State. As you know, right now, if you're into college basketball, right now is conference tournament time. So right now is the tournaments before the NCAA tournament next week. So right now, this is basically seeding. This is basically you're trying to finalize your seedings. You're trying to Some teams are using this to get into the tournament, which is the case that Duke is in right now, because they did not have a good year this year at all. So they basically have to run the table to get in there. But they had a game last night against Florida State, and that game was canceled because somebody on Duke contracted COVID-19. So the game was canceled, and because the game was canceled, they awarded Florida State the opportunity to advance to the next round.
Okay, I could have.
And the only reason why that catches my attention right now is because I just looked at just now that a game today between Georgia Tech and Virginia was canceled because somebody on Virginia probably, I don't know exactly if that's the case, but my guess is they contracted COVID-19 and Georgia Tech advanced because of that. So it's just something to pay attention to because...
Oh, okay. I know why NC State was on my radar. They lost to Syracuse. Ah! Okay. I was like, okay, sorry. The only time I didn't mean to like just good job. The only time I was trying to figure out why I was thinking NC State was part of one of the schools that lost because of COVID, but it is lost period. They lost to Syracuse. But you had the other schools, which was not Florida State. Shit. Who did you say? Not Florida State. Florida State opponent. Duke. You said Duke, right? KJ? Did I lose him? Yes, he said Duke. Alright. No, that's actually kind of interesting. No, because that's going to be something to keep on of because... But we kind of knew this was going to happen, though. Right? Especially it was a possibility could happen, especially in a one tournament kind of environment. Where... If somebody catches COVID, then... But... See, they should have bubbled these kids. And so, because they're still flying everybody out everywhere, aren't they? Damn, T, how you gonna cut him off this and not even recollect where he was going? I was there. Recollect. Yo, you know what, Allie? Because I completely blanked out. I was in my head, I was processing NC State, and then like the light bulb went off, and I was like, oh shit. Dang. But I think the NCAA just maybe messing up this whole entire thing, period. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're not bubbling these kids, are they? Right? They're you know what? Whatever. Yeah, but that over here trying to make it over sounding like I'm abusing KJ and shit. Like, stop it. But I wonder now if at some point in time, if the NCAA goes to a bubble. That's gonna have to be most likely their next move. Is that either they go to a bubble, right? Either now or by the time they get to like the 32 or the Sweet 16, they're gonna have to, because you can't risk the Sweet 16, the Final Four, or the Elite Eight, or any one of those tournaments being determined because of COVID. Like, they gonna have to fork over that money and go put on a bubble. And I don't want to hear from them that, yo, it costs too much to put on a bubble. I'm sorry. Like, you gotta be getting fat out there while these kids starve to death. Like, fuck that. Like, yo, cough all that money up. I don't give a fuck how much you have to give up. Like... Nah, me. Yo, can I tell you, my niece is going crazy. Alright, so let me let you guys know, right? And I hope everybody is sitting down for this. That is listening. Like, yeah, I'm definitely telling on her. My niece called my mom, her grandmother, a barbarian. Now, I'm laughing, obviously, because of the context of how it is with you. Now, I've been calling my niece a barbarian lately for a lot of the things that she does. Like, if she doesn't fold up her clothes, you know when she's supposed to put them on, I'm like, hey, what are you, a barbarian? Like, go fold up your clothes. Like, God damn it, like you don't live in a cave. You know, when she doesn't hang the towel up properly or rag up properly, I call her a barbarian. Like, for little things, I ask if she's a barbarian. Right? So today, my mom, her grandmother, gives her a piece of cold chicken, right? Like, she asked her, do you want some chicken? And obviously, you know, little kids, they love to eat anything that you put in front of them half the time, especially when you have it, right? Like, when you give them their food, they don't want it. You have some food, they always want what you have, right? Because what you have always looks good. What you eat always looks delicious to them. You cannot share with them. So she gives her a piece of chicken, but the chicken is cold. So when she eats the cold chicken, she goes to my mom. She goes, who eats cold chicken, you barbarian? And I'm like, wait, what did you just say? And I'm cracking up. No, granted, when she said that, I went over to her and playfully hit her, smacked her in the back of her head. Grandma went on and tell me that, and like, you know, playfully, like, hit her on top of her head. I was like, you can't call your grandmother barbarian. What is wrong with you? Like, you barbarian? Who calls their grandma barbarian? But that did happen. Now, she can call me a barbarian. I'll 100% allow it. But you can't call your grandma barbarian. Unless grandma allows it, then it's okay. You can be there on playful, whatever. And we understand the context of that. That is nothing disrespectful. That is 100% playful. And it was over cold chicken, right? Like, so. But yeah, let's test you guys behind the curtain. Like, this is the shit that I'm dealing with. What's going on, KJ? Oh, I thought I heard you come back for a second. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh.
I had to, like I said, I had to do quick little business, and the person who I had to do business with. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to really put in some Freaky Friday duties after the podcast. But I'm on the way.
I got you.
All right.
So
Lord have mercy.
So did you want to touch back on your? Now that I got you, let me ask you this: they're not bubbling these kids yet, are they? They're still They still have them traveling everywhere, right?
Yeah, they're traveling to where the games are being played right now and doing their thing. And I don't know exactly what they're doing for the actual tournament, the big tournament, but they're still moving in with the conference tournament as if it's like regular. Obviously, still limited to very few fans. I'm not even sure if there's really fans. I haven't really been watching the games yet per se. I will probably start that up this evening, because this is when the games really get real. This is when it's like quarterfinals and semifinals and then championship games by tomorrow and Sunday. So it'll be interesting. Hold on a second, beeping.
No. All right, okay. So we still got some way to go. Like, so this is the March Madness that's gonna lead into the tournament, and then we're gonna get there. So we're gonna see how they do this tournament, because if what's happening right now is any indication, but let's put it this way: the NCAA should be really looking at what's happening right now. And let's go ahead and cut this music for a second. The NCAA should be really looking into what's happening right now around the college association, or college and universities around the United States of America, and realize that they have an issue. Yeah, they can't have a tournament and travel. They're gonna have to fork over some kind of tournament. And listen, it's real simple. You have 4 brackets, have 4 bubbles.
I mean, that's typically what they do per se. It's just it's tougher to do it with the early rounds. When you have, like, I think the first weekend is going to be the toughest, because that's when you go 60. It's 64 teams. Then it goes to 32. So, like, you know, that Thursday and Friday is so many motherfucking teams around the certain bubbles, certain regions and areas where they want to do it. That's why I'm like, man, like, and that was like the first domino because I hadn't seen that shit in terms of COVID canceling the game, but the kind of impact that can have, like say we going into a motherfucking Sweet 16, something like that, right? And all of a sudden, boom, somebody catches COVID. Now the team can't play. Game canceled. Now somebody who like, let's say, I just throwing this out for an example because it's Baylor. Because Baylor's great this year. They're one of the top. Say, let one of their games get canceled for COVID, and they don't have a chance to. Because obviously, this will make their. I'm sure there's.
I lost you for a second. Where you go? Still lost you. Alrighty. So we lost KJ for a second. He was making a really great point. He'll be coming back in just a moment, and then we'll be able to pick back up on. Well, there he goes. He's back now. So we lost you for a while, KJ. We didn't quite hear.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, we didn't hear it quite like. It feels like I didn't hear like the last 45 seconds of what you said.
What was the last thing you heard me say?
I don't know.
Okay.
But okay, wait. So I know you let us. I know you talk like I heard past where you said they're gonna have to do something because what if this happens in the tournament? I don't know. Nat. She's been your cornerman this whole entire time. Like you just get over here now to just not give him any kind of water in between rounds now. Like you ain't gonna check him for any cuts, no Vaseline, no nothing. Now when you decide to leave him all high and dry, see you was just stirring the pot. Like when he needed you the most, that's when you let him down the hardest. Like listen, just like his football team, like. Oh man. Oh shit. So you know, now that we're talking football, we'll come back to college basketball, right? Because I'm gonna switch over to professional football for a while, and we'll come back over. So I wanted to bring up this thing that Jimmy G is trending, right? We be like trending, and you sound like you're in the Matrix right now. What in the Blue Blazers just happened to you? Now I can't hear you at all.
Can you hear me?
There you go.
The J, the I, the M, the N, the Y, the J, the I, the M, that Jimmy.
Do you know why Jimmy G was trending? I'll tell you. Jimmy G was trending because Cam Newton got a 1-year contract from the New England Patriots. Yes, Jimmy G was trending because Cam Newton signing his 1-year deal made Jimmy G trend because it is now solidified that Jimmy G will not be going back to New England. So because of Cam Newton's 1-year, $14 million contract, Jimmy G...
Cash out, baby. You love to see it.
Jimmy G started trending. And that tickled the shit out of me, right? That had me, I'm like... Because when I saw Jimmy G was trending, I was like, I gotta see why Jimmy G is trending. You know what I mean? Porn star Jimmy. Let's find out why you trending. Is he still dating a porn star?
I don't know if he's still dating, but the name is still porn star Jimmy.
So, like, I didn't know why he was trending, so I started looking, and I'm looking, and I'm reading everything, and I come to realize, wait a minute, the only reason Jimmy G is trending is because he's not going to New England? Wait, he's trending because Cam Newton got a $10 million a $14 million contract, so he's not, I'm like, wow. So nobody's even giving a fuck about Jimmy G. The only reason why he's even relevant right now is because of Cam. I was like, damn, Cam, $14 million. Who saw that coming? 1-year deal, $14 million. But I'm glad that they found a way. I'm glad that Well, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm glad about. Cause listen, actually, you know what? Sensei, are you here? Have you given
this is a man.
Yeah, have you given your Cam Newton story on air? Have you heard our Cam Newton story yet, KJ?
I think
Damn, you're in the Matrix. So I'm gonna ask you to do something. I'm gonna ask you to come out and come back in. Also, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna refresh this Podbean page. I'm going to come back out, come out the app, refresh the app. We're gonna play some music for a while. When we come back, Natalie is gonna tell her Cam Newton story because apparently KJ doesn't know it. We'll be right back after this very quick, very brief, very short break. Enjoy. Let's do this.
I need my drugs. I can't live without my hugs. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, let's go. I'm like, yeah. Drugs, where they at, I'm feeding. Drugs, really I'm itching, I need it. Drugs, I pour four, I'm leaning. Drugs, she say she don't get lit without drugs. Get my cuss and I pour my drugs. Get my wounds and I smoke my drugs. Wake up in the morning, I need my drugs. I can't live without my drugs. I need 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 my drugs. Cheers, thugs, I love my Percocets. I take a purse soon as I wake up. I ain't even eat my breakfast yet. Oh, you got some walk, how much you want? If it's at a good price, I'll purchase that. You niggas going broke, that's so sad. I ain't even reached my budget yet. I got a girl named Cyrus and she off Molly. And a best friend named LSD. She wanna come to the B&B. When fuck, she say it's 3D. Put a whip over, had to roll my blunt. No, I ain't social, but I do cheeky. And I so lit out the Casamigo that I fucked up her 613. DJ scored a whole 6, so walk before 613. She told me that I need to stop taking drugs, baby. What you mean? Trade 3,000. I'm so fresh and I'm so clean. Shoes cost 1,000, but I stain them from the lean. Drugs, where they at? I'm feeding. Drugs, really I'm itching, I need it. Drugs, I pour four, I'm leaning. Drugs, she say she don't get lit without drugs. Get my cuss and I pour my drugs. Get my wounds and I smoke my drugs. Wake up in the morning, I need my drugs. I can't live without my drugs. I need 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 my drugs. Pass me the liquor. I like them bitch thicker. I don't do drugs, but I got a crack, can't eat the pearl like a snicker. Stacking up figures. I been getting richer. Said she don't know me, said she up to the bed, nigga, you get the picture. Put it on the frame. Your nigga a lame. I don't run up out of town so much, man, you not the same. Put a Max Payne. The demon's insane. I been going crazy with the billion and blew out the brain. I'm on the E-way. Y'all take the freeway. I'm in the shit for the long run, nigga, this ain't no relay. I want the liquor. I don't do drugs. I want the liquor. I don't do drugs. Drugs, where they at, I'm feeding. Drugs, really I'm itching, I need it. Drugs, I pour four, I'm leaning. Drugs, she say she don't get lit without drugs. Get my cuss and I pour my drugs. Get my wounds and I smoke my drugs. Wake up in the morning, I need my drugs. I can't live without my need my drugs. I 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 need my I need my.
Hey, yo, Nash, go crazy.
Pain never hurt till I put you first. Got me popping perks. I can't even go to work. Pain never hurt. Pain never hurt. Sicker than the nerves. Somehow I make it work. Pain never hurt till I put put you first. Got me popping perks. I can't even go to work. This shit was unrehearsed. Get finna curse. Sicker than the nurse. Somehow I make it work. I ain't never go through this. This shit all brand new. I can't trust no bitch, cause they all ran through. She's just like my drip. She's everything brand new. Blue hood is like a crib, but you know I bang too woo. Why you gotta put a stress on me? I ain't never put a stress on you. No. Wanna trip about an IG hoe when you mad cause she followed you. No. Get your act together, cause you tell me you want this shit forever. I'm just trying to get cheese to mozzarella. I'm gonna go make it rain, just check the weather. I'ma be like a soccer mom, cause you know I stay in the field. No military, but all my niggas trained to kill. I told my mama one day I'ma touch a mill and move out of Cali right upside on the hills. Nigga, yeah, for real. Pain never hurt until I put you first. Got me popping perks. I can't even go to work. Pain never hurt. Pain never hurt. Sicker than the nurse. Somehow I make it work. Pain never hurt till I put you first. Got me popping perks. I can't even go to work. This shit was unrehearsed. Get finna curse. Sicker than the nurse. Somehow I make it work. I done blocked some phone number. How the hell you still calling? Stuck on my IG. You texting out fake bitches saying you see how I'm ballin'. And why I ain't texting you often? I'm smoking cookie cause yeah, I'm exhausted. And baby, no, I ain't with the talking. Once you left out, baby, might as well keep walking. You might well swim with the dolphins. I got way more fish in the sea. I went through A, I went through B. I could go C to Z. I told you, bet, not play, not with me. You wanna fuck all day off the ecstasy. You don't wanna make no bread.
Yo, he really gotta stop telling people that.
Baby, get out my bed.
He gets it from his uncle, yo. I swear.
I popped 2 RPs in the face. Like I ain't even feel half of my face. I just left Bill, I ain't know what to chase.
You think he remembers Mooly Glow that? Shit. Got me thinking now. Fuck. Okay. That was the last song. We are cut. We are back. Alrighty. So we got Sensei Nat Cologne. We're back with the MyT Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Throw My Tail. I got my co-host Quiet Storm KJ. He is in the chat line with us. He is making his way into the studio still. He had to handle a little business. You know, a little bit earlier. We got Sensei Nat on with us as well. She's about to call up very soon and share her Cam Newton story with KJ, who hasn't heard this story as of yet. Excuse me. Now, I had a question for Nat still, even before she started to tell her story. So, Nat, I had a question for you if you want to call up before we get there. You know what I mean? We get the vocals kind of loose. You know what I mean? You didn't get the jibber jabber rolling like you know what I mean? Like get the gab flowing, get you loosed up. You know what I mean? Give you technically like a verbal massage. You know what I mean? Get the you know what I mean? Get the linguistics flowing. Call up anytime you're ready. So, I got KJ still there, but I'll tell you to call up. I got a question for you. I had a question for you. I had a couple questions for you. Right, but I have a question for you. And I keep telling myself that because I don't want to forget. Right? Muley. There she goes. There she goes again. Calling into the podcast just to support a friend. What's going on? What was that? When did that happen? I may have to take that. Hold on, at the 104 mark. I gotta get that. I may have just made you an intro without realizing it.
I'll take it. I like that song.
Oh shit. So, I got a question. Do you think my nephew remembers Mooly Glow?
Your nephew was at Mooly Glow?
He wasn't there, but he was around. Do you think he remembers me getting shit together for Mooly Glow? Mooly Glow was about 10 years ago?
Fuck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, about that. Like, what, 2011, 2012?
Nah, he would have been too young. He would have been, I don't know. He would have been just around like 10, 11 maybe. 12 maybe. Shit. I'm listening to his songs. I know I joke because he jokes about it. So it's like, yeah, every time it's like, yeah, I get it from my uncle, whatever. So I listen to some of these songs and I'm like,
Did I ruin him when I threw that badge?
Like, was he aware of Mooly Glow? Like, I know they weren't living here. I know that. I know they definitely weren't living here at the time. But were they coming around here enough to at least see me going through the preparations to understand what I may have been prepping for eventually?
Yeah. I'm just realizing KJ wouldn't have even been old enough to participate in Mooly Glow.
No. Nah, he would have still been a teenager too.
That's crazy. Yo, what's happening, man? This is my life now. I gotta be reminded of
See? You know what? See, this happens to me sometimes too because you realize when Mooly Glow happened, you still think like, yo, I was pretty young when Mooly Glow happened. And you think like, whoa, Mooly Glow was 10 years ago? Like, shit, wait a minute. Like, because I was just, you thinking it's like, damn, I was just barely old enough to like, you was just getting into the groove of old enough to go, I like, damn.
Yeah,
10 years
I
ago,
want to say I just turned 20. No, I didn't just turn 21. I'm lying. I was right before I turned 25, but nonetheless, I was still a pretty young thing, man.
But there's still the fact that people that we're heavy with, right, that the people that we're heavy with that 10 years ago, that they wouldn't even have been old enough to participate in these things.
Fuck, man.
That's crazy. Listen, yo, you know what though? Like I stay in touch with the 25 demographic. I'm gonna be in touch with them for a while. I see.
I feel you.
Like listen, I have a new member to the 25 demographic congregation coming up pretty soon. Shit.
Big booty. You got a big booty.
Y'all, I'm telling you, juicy. Man. Like all I think about.
All right.
Sorry.
Neither the time nor the place.
Yeah. Not the time or the place. But every time there's a Barris Hammond just song that's keeping, I'm just like, yo, sugar dumplings. God damn. Like if they never called you sweetness, and if they never called you niceness, well, how about sugar dumplings? Yeah, she just got the sugar dumpling part. Like sweetness and niceness would be two other people, but she got sugar dumplings.
How KJ talking about disgusting? He's the main one with Freaky Friday.
Listen. You know, this is what happens.
The
is that
hypocrisy.
For him, this is like his aunt and his uncle talking nasty in front of him. He's like, I don't want to see that shit. Yeah, Natalie, that's what happened. I just keep aging you, Nat. And aging you.
All right. Well, what's the other question since we started off with a stroll down memory lane? What's next?
So, please, would you like to share your Cam Newton story with KJ? He said he hadn't heard it.
Oh, absolutely. All right.
Because he said he didn't even know it was a thing. Sorry. The floor is yours.
Oh, yes, it is a thing. And, well, I'll give you a condensed version. About 6 or 7 years ago, my nephew, plays basketball.
Wait, hold on a second. I think KJ's asking me to wait. I think he's running up the stairs.
Okay.
He wants to be able to hear this. He wants to be able to hear
now
this.
You can go.
All right. Now we're ready.
Yes. The lemonade's up
Let's
there
take it back 6 to 7 years ago. My nephew plays traveling basketball, AAU. He's in Carolina Airport. I don't know which one. And he sees Cam Newton. He, at the time, is a big fan of Cam Newton. And my sister goes up to ask, basically, if Cam Newton would be willing to sign something or just acknowledge my nephew because big fan. Cam Newton, rather than just being like, listen, I'm really not trying to right now or anything like that, he pulls a dick move and he's like, I wish I was Cam Newton, and was just really dismissive and not not a nice guy. So after that moment, my family, my sister, cousin, aunt, and I, we hexed him, and we take full credibility for the downfall of his career because literally since then he has not done well at all. His injuries, we've called it where we said he won't even make 7 points, and he's not. We've called everything, and it has happened. We've spoken into existence. The man crossed the wrong family, and he got hexed. You're welcome.
See, everybody got a little petty in them, KJ.
Damn.
Oh, I got more than a little.
Let me get KJ up on camera. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta acknowledge the babies. Acknowledge the babies. You never know when that karma gonna come back on that ass.
Exactly. All he had to do was just be polite. He could have easily said, I'm sorry, I'm tired, I'm traveling. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate y'all. Anything. But no, he wanted to be an arrogant fuck. Well, guess what? You ain't shit now.
You ain't shit now.
At least he's got $14 million coming in the bag.
Listen, that's a whole other thing.
When Nat heard that, she was like, wait, what? He got what? For that bullshit he pulled last year? That nigga was ass. How the fuck he get $14 million? They gave, hey, you know what? You know what that was? That was the COVID exception.
COVID exception, Patriot Way exception. Catching the shit and then everything's still moving. That whole system that whole system is a bitch to learn in a regular season with the off season, no COVID. Now you add no off season, COVID as well,
and half your team.
And whatever the fuck was on that fucking team. That's sorry.
So like I remember like I had to make a COVID exempt list, and he had COVID. And that's the only reason why I was like, okay, why I can say giving him that money, because honestly, yeah, that's right. Like, he did not show he was worth 14 mil, but
he hasn't shown he's worth. Listen, for the past few years, he hasn't been worth no 14 mil. But if we want to go off of last year, especially, he was not worth it.
He
Whatever.
Did not play that. He definitely did not play worth $14 million. But I also was one. I remember being the first one beating on the drum like, hey, I would love to see him have one more year with the Patriots, especially after how this past season went. It's no weapons, no off season, and caught COVID. I don't know who would have succeeded in that mess with whatever the fuck was on that team. Yes, thank you God. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Whew. Shit. So now, thank you, Natalie. I appreciate you because you know, like I don't like to be petty alone.
Yeah, no. I'll lead the charge on the petty account. It's okay.
So I have a question for you, KJ. I'm sorry, Dad.
Oh wait. Just real quick question. So am I done now?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yes, thank you very much, Natalie.
Okay. All right. You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
You don't have to be done.
Yeah, you can always stay.
You can always cool it. It is Freaky Friday, so
yeah, you can always stay around, you know, and add quibs everyone. Yeah, that's if you have the time. Oh no, already gone.
She don't waste no time.
So I have a question for you, since we're talking about football stuff.
Oh shit!
Right?
Oh, that felt good. Ooh.
Actually, before we even go there, right? Since we're talking about people getting their money, we'll be irresponsible to not mention Tom Brady signed a 1-year extension with He's so So
he's such a hater, son. Oh my mother. Or my mother, yo. You will not find a bigger Tom Brady hater
than talent, son. You know who would really hate you, son? Skip Bayless would hate the fuck out of you.
Why, does he like Tom Brady?
Oh my God! The way Shannon Sharp sucks LeBron's dick, Skip Bayless slurping all over that white motherfucker's cock.
Oh shit. Yo.
See, even that with me. Stop the hating shit.
What hate?
Say the great Tom Brady, damn it. Yeah.
Listen.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Oh my God.
Say it. The great Tom Brady. Damn it.
Listen, Can't you be happy with getting the great LeBron James out of me? Can't you be happy for that? Like, why you gotta be greedy? Why you want?
Because
him too.
You know how this world goes. What have you done for me lately? It's like, all right, cool. Next.
I don't know. Like we're still struggling on this LeBron thing. We're not fully over this one yet. I'm not ready to move on yet. Damn it. He left. Left, right. The boom 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 is him wanting me to call. I can't say it. But he wants me to acknowledge a certain football player's acclimates. Yeah, he wants me to say that. See, my mom won't even say it. See? My mom won't even say it. She's like, oh. Yo, I'm telling you. What's that? Yeah. Yes. See? Yo, I'm telling you, the sports is real in this house. Yo, listen, you know what the Mom Duke say? Mom Duke was like, yo, was he the one deflating his balls? Well, how is he great then?
But that's Mom. Mom get the exception. Pass.
Listen, man, you don't get it. Like, I've watched this woman in hopes of the Knicks to beat the Bulls, hold up a piece of bull like a bull's gear and put hex on it during the like.
Oh no!
So I think that may be why that Benny the Bull never survived. Surely because it got rerouted to him. Hey, she said, how can you be great when you cheat? That's basically what she's trying to say. So, I have a question for you, KJ. I'm going to mention a couple of people. And we're almost done with the podcast. So this may be the question to end the podcast.
Yeah, I got what I needed. Yes, sir. That gin juice.
Yes. Let's get
proper. Gotta get the proper toast from the brethren there.
Shit, definitely will.
Shit, I might have to go see Mark later on too. Shit. It's Friday. Mark's at the posted up at the job.
So, Russell Wilson.
Damn, that shit hits every time.
Dak Prescott. Deshaun Watson. And Patrick, your end zone is my homes.
Oh no, you're not right. Don't you dare make me do what I think you about to make me do. Don't you do it.
No. You know what? And I'm glad.
Don't you do it.
I'm going to now because you said that, and I wasn't thinking about that first. But my question is to you: what do these 4 quarterbacks have in common?
Black.
And what else?
That is true. They're all black. Yes.
All black, baby. We take it over. Black quarterbacks care what? All right.
Now these 4 guys. Do you know what else they have in common? So you know this. They are the 4. Now with Dak Prescott getting it, the 4 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL.
Drop the bomb. That's a big up. That's a big up right there. That's a big up.
Big up. Oh, baby. 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 Oh,
Yes.
Yo.
Shit you love to see. Shit you love to hear.
Now,
Yes. Black excellence. Shit.
Natalie, if you don't mind, would you like to call back up again? I want to play a game.
I be losing composure out here. Shout out. Yes. Niggas. You love to see it.
So, the quarterbacks are Russell
Time
Wilson.
out real quick. I just have to say, when you were doing the whole big up, oh baby, I'm in my kitchen dancing. Little big up dance.
That's a sign
Right.
to drop it again.
For real, yo. Hold on. You guys, listen, we'll get there again. Oh, man.
Time for happy hour.
So, Russell Wilson, Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes. Let's play a little game
Paid black
that
men.
is known across the world as Marry, Fuck, Kill.
Jesus.
And one of them won't even make the cut.
Well, that's for Nat to decide, because no man can marry,
But
fuck, another
Marry,
man.
cuddle, trash. You know they say,
Fire. Man,
listen.
fire. No man, no straight man will do that.
But we understand. But this is, but
Leave
we,
that for Natalie.
for the game purposes, obviously we're not, but we know what we're saying.
Still, fire for that.
So Natalie,
I'm going through. I'm going through it right now. I'm thinking.
It's huge decisions. This is marry, fuck, and kill. Like, I really have to think about this shit. That's what Nat doing right now.
Wait. Who's the? I got
Russell
Dak
Wilson.
Prescott,
Yeah, you got Dak Prescott,
Russell Wilson.
Deshaun Watson, and Patrick Mahomes.
And Russell Wilson.
Well, it's a given. Gonna have to do Mary Russell because look at how good he treats Sierra. I don't really care for Dak Prescott, but he was damn good, so we can fuck him.
Was that who? What?
I said I don't really like Dak Prescott, but he looked good, so we can fuck him.
The
And
Giants
as far
fan
as
fucking the
Kill-
Cowboy. Lord have mercy.
Listen.
This is
we're,
what it's
we're
come
talking
to.
about team affiliation. We're talking about marry, fuck, kill. Okay, so
See, I knew it had nothing to do with football. I knew it had nothing to do with football,
Listen,
but I love it. But I love it.
It's okay.
I mean, well, and then as for, I don't want to kill either Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes, but all right, we'll get. Fuck, we're gonna have to kill Deshaun Watson. My bad.
So
It is what it is.
She's like, you know what? I don't want to. I'm not gonna harm. I'm not gonna harm Mahomes at all.
He's a baby. He can't be married. Fuck. And
They're both babies.
Not that Deshaun.
Deshaun and Patrick are same age. They're both.
Well, neither one of them are getting fucked or married by me, are they?
Oh damn.
I'm not
No. Now, KJ.
No.
In the most no homoist way possible.
No man for play this game. Marry, fuck, kill unless it's gal on the game. Now you wanna talk WNBA? Let's talk. You wanna talk women's soccer? Let's talk. But NFL, no man for
So
marry.
the game for you then will be
What kind of
start, bench, cut.
Start, bench, cut. I'm starting Patrick Mahomes. I'm benching. Oh shit.
First man off the bench.
First man off
See, that's
the
how I look
bench.
at it.
First man off the bench.
That's
Okay,
what you're
cool.
benching. Because that's
First
see,
man
that's
off the
see, that's
bench.
how I like to look at it. If I'm starting one, if he gets injured,
You my sixth man.
who's the one I'm bringing first off the bench? Like, yo, if all shit goes wild, who am I trusting next? First man off the bench.
Out of these four, because they're all extraordinary quarterbacks. Let's just put that out there for disclaimer. They're all extraordinary quarterbacks, all four. But I'm going to start Patrick. First one off the bench. Oh, my God. Deshaun or Russell. Lord. Because, Dak, I love you, but you getting cut. Oh, shit. Fuck it. I'm a bench Deshaun.
And Russ gets left in the dirt, untouched. Doesn't make the team.
Damn.
Okay. So you heard it here. He's marrying Mahomes. He's killing.
Yeah. Fire for God. Fire for God. Fire for God. That's no. Yeah.
Got him.
It says start. I said start. I said start.
But we all know what you really meant.
Ain't I a
Wink, wink.
stinker?
Start.
Okay. All right. So in the most
Patrick Mahomes.
in the most pausiest way possible.
Bench Deshaun Watson and cut Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Oops, sorry. That
in the
was all
most
mistake.
in the most pausiest way ever, right? I'm gonna go do this, and because I have to kill somebody, I'm killing Dak, right? Like he gets the shank of me. Like I'm just killing Dak. Like I'm not feeling anything about it, right? Now.
Hey, I feel you. In a football sense, I wouldn't, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like my
This is all
dislike for
football
the team
related.
and his abilities.
Man, listen, I have a toxic one now. I got a toxic one. You know
Okay.
what? I'm going to kill Russell Wilson. I'm going to kill him.
Ooh.
I'm killing Russell Wilson. Let me tell you why. Because now, you know what Nat said about how he treats Sierra? Because I got something to shit on that. I'm a kill him for that. You got women out here wanting to be treated like, and I remember I had a conversation with one the other day. I said, listen, y'all women don't want a Russell Wilson. No, you don't. Shut that bullshit up. You don't want a Russell Wilson. You want a future. You want Future to act like Russell Wilson. Bars.
No, actually.
Because that nice guy shit.
Shit.
All of that shit.
You know what?
That's dead.
Fuck, I guess I'm about to go ahead and just drop.
Because women want the excitement. The Future gives you the excitement.
All right.
But you
All
want
right.
Future to act
Time
like
out,
Russell
time out.
Wilson.
I'm gonna have to check you, young blood, because what you're saying would have been true for me 10 years ago. However, on my grown woman shit, most of us ain't trying to deal with no Future nonsense. We want the good man who's gonna do right by us, and we ain't gotta stress no.
I got you. Kate.
But I just said. But here's the thing. I
Shoot.
didn't say Future would be acting like Future. I said you want
Yeah, no,
Future
but
to act like Russell Wilson.
Okay, you know what? You know what? There's still something that's still being overlooked, and I'm actually gonna tell you, and you're gonna realize it when I tell you guys.
Or you could be a Patrick Mahomes who already had.
And you guys gonna realize this. People are always gushing over how Russell Wilson is treating Sierra, but you guys are realizing that Sierra got her Russell Wilson after she did what most broads do anyway. Not for nothing. I'm sorry, you ladies are gonna hate me. She got her Future, got knocked up by the Future, and then had to go run to the Russell. Russell ain't the daddy, he's the stepdaddy. That's what they. Bam! Mic drop.
all right. Time out.
You never
Time
find
out.
you
Yeah,
never get the
that
Russ
is
first.
how-
You always
You
it's
always get the
It's always
Future.
Future first.
It's
and
always
then,
Future.
And then you come to your senses and you come to Russ. You understand? And then you bring your toys with him. And now it's Toys R Us.
Like I said, I will stand by it.
Like
you want
that's
Future
what,
to act like Russell Wilson.
So that's why I tell you what you went wrong, KJ, because you don't want Future to act like they actually do want Future at some point, and they get their Future. And then they realize Future's not what they can't do shit with Future and build anything with Future, but you already got knocked up by Future, and now your Future is with Russ. And they always go back and get a
You kind of sound like the dude Kevin Samuels. He be saying a lot of the same shit. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he be putting women in their place. He's like, y'all over here overvaluing yourselves. You come into a grown man, you wanting a good man after you done fucked around, and you expect them to to care for your kids and do all of that stuff after you did your shit. Like, I think you would appreciate some of the shit he's saying because he kind of sound like you right now.
I think I may have heard him called out maybe by the Breakfast Club or so. I heard him. I don't know who you're talking about, but I think I know whom you speak of because I may have heard something about that particular skit cross one of my wires. So I think I have an idea what you're talking about. But listen, and part of me is saying in jest, but also we know there's some truth in this jest. And I'm not saying it to be like you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, it's all in fun. It's all in fun here.
But in Sierra's case, Sierra did what a lot of people do. And listen, we all do this because not for nothing, even let's say the guy like Future, when he gets his shit together, he realizes, well, you know what, Sierra was fun, but Sierra ain't the one. Sometimes he realizes that too. Listen, a lot of times what's fun ain't the one, but when you find what's fun in the one, man, you shit, you better get that done. For people that can't hear
Talon
me.
always says, Talon loves to dip his toe in the pool of crazy.
Oh my God, it is my biggest, you know what, I have to say that is my toxic quality. Like, I love
the crazy shit.
To dip. No, I don't go. Like, so let me fully explain this to you. You can't go fishing in the pool of crazy. You can't go swimming in the pool of crazy.
Can't. Hell no.
But I love to dip my toe in that motherfucker. Just dip my toe. And every once in a while, I always find something fun that nip. And man, it is so good. Like the heart is racing the whole entire time. Like you know what I mean? You had attention at every moment. Like you know what I mean? Like everything is just like it's just good. New
Freaky Friday thoughts on the MyT Sports Podcast, motherfuckers.
Listen, everybody knows here what
Freaky Friday.
Let me say this both
Hump
ways.
Day.
What a new bedmate.
Wednesday.
What a new bedmate. Sometimes the thrill of a new
Make
bedmate
love
does for one thing. Whether it's new dick in your life or whether it's some new pussy.
Titty Tuesday.
Like you guys know how those thrills feel. Like it's
Throwback Sex Thursday.
Damn, throwback sex. They could have thrown it back Thursday. Like shit.
Or that too.
Throw it back Thursday.
Thursday.
For real. Till the DJ throw it back. I think DJ brought it back. Whatever.
Sweet Lovin' Sundays.
Sweet Lovin' Sundays. Oh yeah. I thought that was football Sunday. Still shit.
Until September, then it's rough sex Sunday because you're either getting doggy style while the game is on or there's no sex on Sunday.
Listen, I'm just gonna put this on for the MyT Sports Podcast on my behalf on Sundays. I'm inserting this in the record book that Sunday for me is always going to be Sports Sunday. And when you come into this relationship, you better know that. Sports Sunday.
Sports Sunday. So
Disclaimer up front.
For real.
Don't act surprised when I am muting the TV, but I'm trying to mute you.
For real. Like, listen, and I will have a gag ball. I'll find somebody that likes a gag ball. I dip my toe in the pool of crazy. My pool likes gag. Natalie, my pool likes gags balls. And likes the whips and the flogger.
Lord have mercy.
Nat, I always find this one?
You a freaky one. You trying to have your legs in the air.
Wait.
Crazy.
Nat,
Wait, so
don't I always find different variations of this person that loves
you trying to be hooked on the strap with your legs in the air like this?
Not me, they will. That loves the whips and the toys and the floggers and the gag. Don't I always find them?
Yeah, KJ, you wouldn't like years ago. He used to have like a whole toy setup that was just because of where he would order his stuff from. They'd always provide toys. What was it, Adam and Eve or something like that?
Yeah.
And so he had a whole thing of just brand new toys for unsuspecting but very,
willing
consenting individuals.
exercise partners. So, full disclosure, Freaky Friday, right? Before there was internet porn, right? So easily accessible internet porn. I grew up in an era where you still had to basically bought DVDs and bought your movies and stuff, your porno, So I used to order online from a site called Adam and Eve. Now, out of all of the sites I went to, the reason why I settled on Adam and Eve is because after you spend a certain amount of money, Adam and Eve always used to give you a free gift. Well, in the early stages of doing this, I ordered a couple of DVDs and realized that was completely useless. Because one time I asked for what was called a surprise gift, and they sent me a toy, and then one of the chicks that I was messing with saw the toy and wanted to use the toy, and now every time that I ordered from them, I always went for the surprise item now, right? So throughout the years, I have gotten glass dildos, silicone cock rings, vibrating cock rings, anal beads, gag toothpaste, gag like it's like a minty fresh like gag like thing to make your dick taste like toothpaste so they can suck your dick. I've got gag reflex reflex spray. I've like all kinds of toys and stuff, and
Freaky Friday talk on the MyT Sports.
And throughout
Podcast.
the years, and maybe because also I have a freaky aura, right? So when they get involved with me, it leaks over, and so they also become more willing participants because of also maybe my nature. But I always have very well like, oh shit, would you use this on me? And I'm like, you had me at. Like the moment your eyes lit up when you saw this and you formed your lips to make that W, I like trust me, I was already like, get him. Like so, like I told you guys before, I have like about an 80% success rate of being able to attain anal sex from a person that even when they say hey, I don't like anal sex because it's a process that you work through and it's not a process to be rushed. You're gonna have to have them for a good 3 to 6 months, but they will give up the booty, literally.
You love to see it. Well, love to hear it actually.
And it works. It works for every single last one of them. They always get. And I'm gonna tell you this for everybody's listening. It started with a finger. Started with a finger. I don't know why these songs are in my head like that. Oh shit. But see, Natalie's like, this is how we talk on the phone all the time. She's like, I'm so used to this.
I know. You still so nasty though.
So what happens is
you it's great.
It's
love
a
to
nub.
hear it. Natalie, you know you just as nasty. Stop it.
It starts with a nub. And what I always tell everybody, wait till they're riding you, right? And what you do is that you're gonna grab ass cheeks and you're gonna take your finger and just.
Well, are you seriously giving a fucking how-to 101 on?
It's Freaky Friday talk.
It's Freaky Friday. When else I'm gonna do this shit?
Come on, man.
Right? I gotta prepare people for Hump Day next week. Right? Like
she just is freaky. Come on.
All right. First of all, mind your business.
See, like you have no clue what I do. I do yoga and that's it. So you know.
Okay. You do.
She's like, I'm not staying flexible for no other reason than life longevity.
That right leg going behind the head. Left leg fully extended out, straight leg.
Total Shavasana. Right,
doing splits on the.
All right, so let's get back to the topic again. So you have to, when they're on top, right, and they're doing their thing, take like your middle finger normally, right, and just work just up to that first nub in there, and just as you're grabbing it, just that little nub, and then stay there, and just stay there, and they'll resist initially, right, as they should if it's never happened. It's a natural reflex, right, but keep at it. Not just that day. The next time, every single time they go to, and very slowly, it becomes something they get used to. It's always having that little nub in their ass while you're having sex with them. Right? When they get used to that one nub, you go to nub 2. Again, when you go to the second nub, they're going to have a natural reaction. They're supposed to. It's okay. Go back to nub 1. Comfortable spot. We'll go back to nub 2 eventually. And then slowly get to nub 2. By the time you're knuckle deep, she's ready for the date.
As I was just about to say. I was about to say, after nub 2, it's dick time. Because after that, shit.
Because at
I'll
some
be
point,
lucky if I get to nub 2.
Because by the time you get to nub 2, at that point in time, that's when you work motion in there. And you go back from nub 1 to nub 2, nub 1 to nub 2, nub 1 to nub 2. And then you just get used to the motion, especially it's a process, and that's why I said you have to have the partner for a while. This isn't something that you're gonna fix over a week. If you get this done in a weekend, she's always taking it up the ass, or she fell in love with you that day. You understand, that was love on first sight. Marry her because she loves you. You understand? There is nothing she won't do. She may just be crazy, but I'm telling you, as of right now, she loves you.
Yeah.
Or she's used to it. But she ain't used to it. That motherfucker's all squirting like that. Nah, B. You better hold her and hold her tight. I got nothing left.
What other podcast you gonna get this kind of talk in?
I have literally released everything out onto you guys. I am done here. Natalie's out the room. She's like, okay, I'm done. I gotta go clean off. I feel dirty.
Freaky Friday. It's how it's supposed to be. It's how it's supposed to be. I hope everybody listening, you have some great sex this weekend.
I'm glad
tonight, tomorrow, Sunday.
I'm glad Natalie is actually still there, because it was so funny, Natalie. When Christy was here yesterday, right? Wait, I got one last story to tell you. Go ahead and then we'll leave. When Christy was here yesterday, I couldn't find a remote to the television, right? So I'm looking for the remote everywhere. I'm looking for the remote everywhere. Now, as I just told you, KJ, I used to have a lot of toys and stuff, right? Well, Christy has also known me for about as long as Natalie has known me. So she has known this whole process. Also, she's Natalie's little cousin, you know what I mean? So she's been over here, she's eating, you know what I mean? All kinds, she knows the whole process up and down, back and forth. She knows. She's well aware of what's been going on over these last years that I've done. So I finally start searching the bed, right? Look at that, she's scared. I start searching the bed for the remote. And I'm like, oh shit, I found the remote. Or at least I think I found it. It feels like the remote. And as I go and get the remote out of there, she starts to flinch, like, oh my God, I really hope that's the remote. And I'm like, wait, what else would it be? She was like, I don't know. It could be something else that's about as long as the remote. And I'm like, wow.
Oh, shit.
I really have scarred you guys. Oh, shit. I really have fucking just completely scarred them where, because, any little thing that either I say or do, they honestly 100% think there's a sexual innuendo coming behind it or attached to it. I can't even tell them. I can't even tell them I have a friend. If I tell them I have a new female friend, and even if it's just a regular female friend, they're like,
you fucked her.
Whatever. She's like,
you fucked her, nigga. You fucked her.
It's like either I'm fucking her, I'm sleeping her, or I'm trying to. I'm like I have a few mutual friends, female, few. You guys know them, shit. You guys are two of them, the only two. Okay,
exactly right. That's where it goes. You have female friends? You have female only friends? Where? I'm looking at them.
Alright, I'm going. We're out here. This is MyT Sports Podcast.
Have a lot of sex
this weekend. Do it all. Please. Hope you guys continue to catch me at another subside. This is MyT Sports Podcast.
And please catch some vagina, catch dick, whatever the fuck you prefer. I prefer vagina because I don't stroke that way if I ever died.
Spring is in the air. You hope you get your bounce back.
Facts.
We're out here.
Sundress season. I'm on the way.
Sundress season.
Oh, man.
Sorry, B.
Yes, exactly.
I
Sorry,
tried.
B.
Honest.
I've been getting.
All the
Lift this shit
bandwidth
right
in
up
the
right
world
on the
couldn't
beach.
keep me contained. No lag, no lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills. New, improved MyT Podcaster. Potting down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night. Tired, B. Tired. My